Luanda Magere was no ordinary man. He was a giant, a spirit, a myth made flesh. His strength was the strength of 1,000 men. His skin, they said, was like iron, impenetrable to spear or arrow. Luanda Magere was the protector of the Luo people, a shield against their enemies. Luanda Magere was born of magic, his body infused with the power of the spirits. It was this magic that made him invincible. No weapon could pierce his skin, no enemy could withstand his might. He was the embodiment of strength and courage. Luanda Magere was a symbol of hope for his people. He was their champion, their defender, their invincible warrior. They rallied behind him, their voices echoing his name as they went into battle. They knew that with Luanda Magere at their side, victory was assured. The air crackled with tension. The sun beat down on the savannah, baking the earth dry. Dust swirled in the air, kicked up by the feet of 1,000 warriors. The Luo and the Nandi faced each other, two sides of a conflict as old as time. At the forefront of the Luo army stood Luanda Magere. He was a giant of a man, his muscles rippling beneath his skin. He held his spear aloft, its point glinting in the sunlight. His eyes, filled with fire and determination, scanned the enemy lines. The Nandi warriors were a fearsome sight. They were known for their ferocity and their skill in battle. They charged at the Luo lines, their war cries echoing across the battlefield. But Luanda Magere stood firm, a rock against the tide. He fought with the fury of a lion, his spear a blur of motion. He cut through the Nandi ranks, leaving a trail of fallen warriors in his wake. The Luo people roared their approval, their spirits lifted by the sight of their invincible leader. The Nandi were valiant, but they were tiring. Their attacks, though fierce, were repelled by Luanda Magere's impenetrable skin. Despair began to creep into their hearts, a cold fear that whispered of their inevitable defeat. Their spears, though thrown with all their might, bounced harmlessly off Luanda Magere's body. He was an unyielding force, a mountain in their path. The Nandi chiefs watched in dismay, their plans of conquest crumbling before their eyes. They had heard the tales, the legends of Luanda Magere's invincibility. They had dismissed them as mere stories, exaggerations designed to instill fear. Now they were forced to confront the terrifying truth. The spirit of the Nandi warriors waned. They had never faced an enemy like this, an enemy who seemed immune to their weapons. Their attacks grew weaker, their movements hesitant. Defeat felt like a suffocating blanket.